The sails are up and the winds of adventure are calling once again. The One Piece live-action series took the world by storm with its first season, defying expectations and proving that anime adaptations can be done right. Now, with Season 2 officially confirmed, fans are eagerly waiting to set sail once more into the Grand Line. But what can we expect this time around? In this video, we're diving deep into everything we know so far about One Piece live-action Season 2. From confirmed actors and actresses to new characters, potential story arcs, and behind-the-scenes insights. Whether you're a longtime fan of the manga and anime or just getting started with the live-action adaptation, this breakdown will cover all the important details you need to know. So grab your straw hat, because we're about to explore every hidden detail, casting update, and exciting speculation about One Piece live-action Season 2. Let's set sail! When the One Piece live-action was first announced, let's be honest, most fans were skeptical. Anime adaptations don't exactly have the best track record, and with a story as vast and beloved as One Piece, the pressure was insane. But then, something incredible happened. Season 1 didn't just work, it thrived. From the moment it dropped on Netflix, the One Piece live-action absolutely dominated. It shot up to the #1 spot in 84 countries, breaking records for Netflix adaptations. Critics loved it. Fans, both hardcore One Piece veterans and complete newcomers, couldn't stop talking about it. The cast was praised for their performances, the action felt dynamic, and the heart of One Piece, it was there. You could feel it in every episode. And let's not forget the impossible task this show pulled off, winning over the Japanese audience, which has notoriously high standards for live-action adaptations. Even Shonen Jump itself was hyping up the series. The numbers, the reviews, the sheer amount of love this show got, it all led to one thing: Netflix renewing it for Season 2 almost instantly. But if we're going to talk about why Season 1 succeeded, we have to talk about one person, Eiichiro Oda. Oda's involvement and how it shaped the show. Let's be real, without Oda's direct involvement, this could have been just another failed adaptation. Instead, he made sure the show captured the essence of One Piece. Oda had final say on everything. He was involved in script rewrites, making sure the characters stayed true to their personalities. He approved the entire cast, ensuring they fit not just in looks, but in spirit. He even sent detailed feedback to the production team, asking for adjustments in character portrayals and story beats. And when Netflix and the showrunners needed to make changes for the live-action format, Oda was there to guide them. He understood that some things needed to be adjusted, but he made sure nothing essential was lost. That's why, even with the changes, the live-action still felt authentic, and the results speak for themselves. From Iñaki Godoy's perfect portrayal of Luffy to McKinney's badass Zoro, Emily Rudd's emotional depth as Nami, everything about this cast just worked. They felt like Straw Hats. And now that Season 2 is confirmed, the real adventure is about to begin. What's next? Loguetown and the Grand Line. Season 1 ended with Luffy officially forming the Straw Hat crew and setting off toward the Grand Line. But before they get there, there's one last stop: Loguetown. This is huge because Loguetown is the place where Gold Roger, the Pirate King, was executed. It's the town where the Great Pirate Era began, and now it's where Luffy is heading. And if you know One Piece, you know what that means. Smoker is coming. Smoker is one of the first major marine threats Luffy faces. A guy who, at this point in the story, is completely untouchable. He's a Logia-type Devil Fruit user, meaning Luffy's punches are literally useless against him. Seeing this battle play out in live action is going to be insane. But that's just the beginning, because after Loguetown, the real journey begins. The crew will enter the Grand Line, the most dangerous sea in the world, where the true pirate legends are made. We're talking Baroque Works, Crocodile, the Alabasta Saga, all the massive storylines that take One Piece to another level. And let's not forget, there are already hints that Dragon might make his first appearance. In the anime and manga, this is where Luffy's mysterious father saves him for the first time, dropping one of the biggest lore bombs in the series. If the live action keeps this moment, it's going to blow people's minds. And that's not even mentioning the Reverse Mountain, Laboon, and the crazy adventures that happen as soon as they enter the Grand Line. With the world expanding, the Straw Hats facing stronger enemies, and the mysteries of One Piece beginning to unfold, Season 2 is shaping up to be even bigger than the first. So, if you thought Season 1 was wild, just wait. The adventure is only just beginning. Official confirmations and filming updates. The wait for One Piece live action Season 2 won't be as long as we feared, because filming is already underway. When and where is it happening? Netflix wasted no time after announcing Season 2. Filming officially began on July 1st, 2024 in South Africa, the same location where Season 1 was shot. The production is set to continue until December 2024, meaning post-production will likely take several months after that. Given the VFX work required for the Grand Line's epic locations and Logia Devil Fruit-like smokers, the most realistic release window is mid to late 2025. The good news? Season 2 won't take as long as Season 1 did. The scripts were already in development before the renewal announcement, and Netflix is fully invested in getting the next chapter of Luffy's journey out as soon as possible. What has the creator said? Eiichiro Oda himself has already visited the set in Cape Town, South Africa, making sure everything stays true to his vision. According to reports, Oda was impressed with the dedication of the cast and crew, praising their attention to detail. He even reaffirmed that the casting choices for Season 2 were spot on, saying that seeing the actors in person confirmed they were the right fit for their roles. And if that wasn't enough hype, Oda straight up told fans that Season 2 will be even better than Season 1. That's a huge statement coming from the man who made One Piece what it is. He reassured everyone that the story is in good hands and that there are some surprises in store. What's changing behind the scenes? While things are moving forward, there have been some major shakeups in leadership. One of the biggest changes is that co-creator and showrunner Matt Owens has stepped back from the series to focus on his mental health. Before that, his collaborator Steve Maida also exited after Season 1. That's two of the biggest names behind the live action leaving the project. But here's the interesting part. Despite these changes, production is already completed for Season 2 and plans for a potential Season 3 are in motion. Netflix is clearly confident in the direction the show is heading. The new leadership behind the scenes hasn't been fully revealed yet, but with Oda still closely involved, it looks like Netflix is making sure the show stays on course. What this means for Season 2. With filming in full swing, Oda's seal of approval, and Netflix backing the project harder than ever, Season 2 is shaping up to be an even bigger spectacle. The world of One Piece is expanding, and soon we'll be diving into Loguetown, the Grand Line, and all the craziness that comes with it. One thing is for sure, the adventure is far from over. New characters and cast, major selling point. One of the biggest reasons One Piece live action Season 1 was such a hit was the perfect casting. Iñaki Godoy was Luffy, Makinyu was Zoro, and the rest of the crew absolutely nailed their roles. Now, with Season 2 on the way, the big question is, who's joining the adventure? The Grand Line is home to some of the most iconic characters in One Piece, and Netflix is bringing them to life. Let's break down the confirmed cast and the characters we can't wait to see. New major characters. Who's joining? Smoker and Tashigi. First up, Smoker and Tashigi, two of the most important Marines in the early Grand Line saga. Smoker is the first Marine who completely outclasses Luffy. Unlike past enemies, he's a Logia user with the Plume Plume fruit, Moku Moku no Mi, making him literally untouchable. Meanwhile, Tashigi, his sword-wielding second-in-command, brings her own Zoro-related drama into the mix. And guess what? Callum Kerr, Monarch, is set to play Smoker, and Julia Raywald, Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures, will be portraying Tashigi. We already know they've got the chops to bring these characters to life, and fans are buzzing about the chemistry they'll bring to the story. Crocus, the Lighthouse Keeper. Next, we have Crocus, the eccentric lighthouse keeper who introduces the Straw Hats to the Grand Line. He's the kind of quirky character who will bring some comic relief, but don't be fooled. His connection to the Pirate King's past makes him a pivotal part of the adventure. Clive Russell, Game of Thrones, has been cast as Crocus, and if his performance is anything like his role in Game of Thrones, we're in for an unforgettable portrayal of this beloved character. Wapol, the Tyrannical King. And then there's Wapol, the greedy, corrupt king of the Drum Kingdom. He's got one of the weirdest devil fruit powers, the Munch Munch fruit, Baku Baku no Mi, which lets him eat anything and turn into it. Expect some hilarious yet disturbing moments when he shows up. Rob Coletti, the Many Saints of Newark, will be stepping into the shoes of Wapol, and his ability to bring comedy and chaos to the role will make this character unforgettable. Tony Chopper, the fan favorite. This is the big one. The Straw Hats crew is about to get its most adorable and powerful new member, Tony Chopper. Chopper is not just the crew's doctor, but also one of the most beloved characters in all of One Piece. He's a reindeer who ate the human fruit, Hito no Mi, giving him the ability to transform between human and animal forms. The biggest mystery? How will Netflix bring him to life? Will they go with a full CGI character like Rocket Raccoon in Guardians of the Galaxy? A mix of practical and CGI? Whatever they choose, all eyes will be on Chopper's debut. Any big-name actors joining? One confirmed big-name casting choice is Katie Sagal, Futurama, Sons of Anarchy, The Conners, who will be playing Dr. Kureha, Chopper's mentor and one of the most badass doctors in the series. But the big names don't stop there. We've got a stellar lineup of new faces joining the show with more heavy hitters in key roles. Rigo Sanchez, Outer Banks Goliath, as Monkey D. Dragon, the mysterious father of Luffy, leader of the Revolutionary Army and one of the most important figures in the world of One Piece. Yonda Thomas, Redemption as Igaram, a loyal character from the Alabasta arc working under Princess Vivi's direction. James Hiroyuki Liao, Barry as Ippon Matsu, a fan-favorite character who owns the weapon shop in Logetown and plays a vital role in Zoro's backstory. Sophia Ann Caruso, the School for Good and Evil, as Miss Goldenweek, a member of Baroque Works known for her art-based devil fruit powers. Mark Pinwheel, Catch Me a Killer, as Chess, Wapol's loyal but quirky sidekick. Anton David Jephthah, Legacy, as Kuro Marimo, another member of Wapol's crew. Returning cast. Will all Straw Hats be back? Of course! The entire main cast is returning. And that means Monkey D. Luffy, Iñaki Godoy, Roronoa Zoro, Makinyu, Nami, Emily Rudd, Usopp, Jacob Romero Gibson, and Sanji, Taz Skylar. The chemistry between these actors was one of the best parts of Season 1, and with the story getting bigger, their performances are going to be even more important. What this means for Season 2. With Smoker, Tashigi, Crocus, Wapol, Chopper, Dragon, and more joining the adventure, One Piece Season 2 is set to be even bigger than the first. We're entering the Grand Line now, which means wilder powers, crazier characters, and higher stakes. And with Netflix bringing in big names like Katie Sagal, Rigo Sanchez, and more, it's clear that the studio is going all in on making this adaptation even better. The Grand Line awaits, and it's looking stacked. Guys, since this is about to be a huge topic to cover, this will be all for Part 1. Subscribe to the channel and follow us if you want to hang along for Part 2. As always, we will be posting the next part on time, so do not miss out.